Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
So check it out. The D6 Squad has merch now. We got hoodies, tees, mugs, whatever you need. Check it out. Link in the description. What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like the video if you like the video. And I won't tell if you click that bell. So the news came through. James Bradberry will miss at least this upcoming game against the Browns. This is a huge loss. And then to pile that on top of DJ being out and probably not being right for the rest of the season, I think they should hold him out for the rest of the season. But that's a whole different story. The Giants are in trouble. They're in trouble because you're going into a game that was already a stretch to be able to win. Washington seems to have turned on some kind of switch. And it looks like we just don't have the horses at this point. We're going to go in there with Colt McCoy. That's already a huge handicap. An injured DJ would have been a handicap either. An injured DJ would have been a handicap too. And now you're telling me that you're not going to have your Pro Bowl corner. So what do we do? I mean, Madre Harper is there. Isaac Yadam's there. Darnay Holmes may not play. And he may not play. And he's been that slot corner for us pretty much that entire year. And he missed last week, which was doable. But once you're missing your number one corner, that's an entirely different story, especially someone who's been playing as well as Bradberry has been playing. Now, what do I think they'll do? I'm thinking they have to. They'll probably start Madre Harper across from Isaac Yadam. If for some reason Darnay Holmes isn't ready by Sunday, they'll probably have Xavier McKinney in a slot because I've been coming up with all different ways to get Logan Ryan back to corner this year, but the coaching staff obviously sees him as a free safety and they don't want to move him away from that. So I'll trust the coaching staff, keep him at safety, but McKinney is probably going to be at slot corner. Madre Harper is going to be across from Isaac Yadam, and it's going to be a lot of zone coverage. And sadly, that's where we've gotten beat. We've gotten beat in zone coverage pretty much the entire year when we play that really soft zone. We've been kind of getting away with a bump and run kind of cover two zone, and that's kind of caused a lot of turnovers for us. But I don't even think we'll be able to really bump and run with the two corners that we're going to go in there with. So it's going to be a lot of soft zone, and it's going to be up to people like Jarvis Landry to find holes in this zone. And I think he'll be able to do it. Do I give us a chance in this game now? I mean, I still do because Joe Judge, to me, is a great coach. Patrick Graham is a great coach. But they're going to have to prove it because they do not have the horses right now. They don't even have the offensive coordinator in the building because he's on the list that James Bradberry is on. So it's going to be a lot to overcome. Hopefully Freddie Kitchens can bring some new wrinkles, a different perspective to this play calling. It's going to be the same offense, but hopefully Freddie Kitchens can kind of add a new wrinkle to this play calling and how it goes throughout the game, and that gives us some kind of a spark because I do not see the defense holding the Cleveland Browns to under 25 points as they've pretty much done to every team in the league over the past 5-6 weeks. So this game is going to be very crucial. If we go out and we lose this game it doesn't really matter how bad we lose this game. But if we don't win this game and Washington goes into Seattle and does what we did against Seattle, we kind of gave them the blueprint. They have a defensive line. They have a pass rush better than ours. So if we give them the blueprint to beat Seattle and they go in there and do it, and we lose today or we lose this Sunday against the Cleveland Browns, that could pretty much be the nail in the coffin. That could be wraps. At that point, Washington would have won 5 in a row, and we would have lost 2 in a row, and then we would have to win our next 2, and they would have to lose their next 2, which are easier games than what we have. I think they've got Philadelphia and the Panthers, and we have the Ravens and the Cowboys. So the Cowboys look pretty winnable, but they've even been playing better lately. So this is going to be a tough week, depending on what the other teams in the division do. If everybody loses in the division, no harm, no foul. If not, then the Giants really may be eliminated. I mean, not mathematically, but if we're 2 games down and there's 2 games up, I think at that point, that pretty much wraps up the NFC East. So let's just hope that James Bradberry can come back next week. Let's hope that for some way, somehow, DJ comes back for that last week of the season and gives us a chance. And let's hope that Colt McCoy goes out there and throws 4 or 5 touchdowns. A lot of Giants fans root against the starting quarterback for their own personal reasons because they want someone else to be in there. Colt McCoy's in the game. Hopefully he throws for 4 or 5 touchdowns and we win the game by 100 points. But Bradberry being out is going to be a huge loss. You got to just lean on the coaching staff at this point if you want to have any chance at winning this game. So if you made it this deep into the video, I'm calling you a D6 squad member. If you're a D6 squad member, you got to hit that subscribe button. You got to turn on that notification bell. And listen, I make all kinds of content for NFL teams. So if you're not a Giants fan, don't worry. I'll cover your team. If I'm not covering your team, let me know. And have a good one.